And game 3 starts with a gray strike.
Lopez and 2 sweepers from Sonny Gray.
Stuck with it.
Don't throw him a fastball he can reach.
Very, very good fastball.
A 1-2. Reaches out, grounds it through the middle. A base hit for Altuve.
The field is great hitters like you, AJ. A lot of great hitters there.
Alex Bregman, a ton of postseason experiences as we're dealing with injuries and struggles. Bregman was in there just about every. Altuve dealt with injury. Alvarez dealt with injury. A 1-1. He's down and away.
My question: 161. You got to get 162.
Fouled at the plate. So the umpire cam attached to
those throughout this game because they're going to move. We're going to talk about how hard it is to hit.
2-2. We have today Knight and Rayburn down the line in the first, and a 2-2 pitch to Bregman. Got it.
Got the sinker that's got great run back, and then he's got that sweeper that goes.
There's Alvarez, dangerous hitter, hugs one down the line. It's a double for Alvarez, and 2 in scoring position for the Astros, who are threatening in the first.
The Twins have to pitch Alvarez. He gets in, probably breaks his bat, just takes a funds in. I think Warner thought it was going to be foul. Hits right on the line, and then he ticks it with his glove.
Here's Tucker. This is a really tough pocket as Tucker, a 29 homer campaign.
Has affected Kirilloff at first base, fielding that ground ball.
Could have not that fair. Besides, he's just very, very talented. But I do think that those shadows
on Kirilloff, and Tucker serves it into left field to put the Astros in front. Altuve in Houston.
Guys like Kyle Tucker are so tough with runners in scoring position. They're got the whole left side open for a hitter that talented. That's got
the left side of the infield.
Yep. Jose Abreu takes ball 1 up and in.
Watch it in the first pitch right there.
You cannot let Abreu get it. You can keep that ball up and in on him. He loves to swing at it. He just can't.
Abreu with runners at the corners. That one's up and in under the hands.
The thing Jose Abreu did in his career at the White Sox was he was able to hit the break.
Pitch to Abreu is launched. Gone. No doubt about.
That got out quick. That's the break.
AJ, you to the pitches you talked about, but he made the adjustment there, and it's 4-0.
Okay, so we just misses location. I mean, that is right down the.
Just 8 home runs allowed in 184.
So far, these shadows aren't quite doing what we thought they were.
He swings at everything. He's got like the #1 chase rate in the American League.
Get back on track. 0-2. Froze him with that sinker on this Abreu blast.
Well, middle of the plate, kind of backup breaking ball. It's a pitch that Sonny doesn't really miss with either.
The sweeper was July of 2012, giving up a home run on that pitch. Get that pitch outside of the strike zone, not in. Like
in this series, has won the first 2 games of this series. Astros strike first in game. Twin Cities of Minneapolis, St. Paul. We're at Target Field, where Jose Abreu the series, and Jeffers has started every game of the postseason. Christian Javier is on the bump.
Throw some different stuff to lefties, but he's working the top of the zone at the bottom of the zone. So these Twins hitters are going to be ready to see the ball.
Righties. This is a lefty-heavy lineup, and it's a ball and a strike on a very strong rookie year.
And to add to Wayno's point and your point, Adam, about the hitters.
Julian fouls it away. It's 1-2. He
outside.
He's got a very good eye, a very low on-base percentage among rookies this season. A 2-2 pitch from Javier is a breaking ball that drops in for called strike 3.
After the heaters coming out of the same slot.
Switch hitter bats lefty, and there's that breaking ball again. Gets some
left-handed hitters.
0-2.
Watch for him too. Javier saw earlier, if he's off that same slot, if he's working that heater up and away, he can bring that back towards the middle.
He does start the windup before it runs out. New rules this season. There's a pitch clock with 20 seconds with runners on base. 3 AJ to Polanco. Back door, tried to stay away.
You see that pitch clock coming down, right? You got 3 while you're going.
3-2. As long as you start the windup before the pitch clock hits 0, you're good too. Not that side. Here's Kepler. Well, it's like a shot clock or a play clock in basketball.
Yeah, but they got to do it to mess him up. They can't actually be going like at 8. They should.
Kepler waves and misses.
I tell you what, the pitch column, they're going to have a hard time hearing that anyways. But they start chanting.
Back is Tucker at the track, getting the stop sign.
Change up. Kepler 0-2 gets it after. And he rifles it off the right center field ball. Played perfectly by Tucker. Tommy Watkins,
who takes a home run hack at a high fastball, 0-1. Jays 2 home runs in his first 2 for the first time in nearly a month. But he's quickly down 0-2. A fastball and then got a strike.
Then the nasty slider. Now he can go either way. He can go down and
0-2. And he got him with that slider, tailing away.
Good slider. Starts as a strike. Wayno breaks off. Wins.
This is, and I know he's a lot. Correa here in this big spot. That comes right after him. He's got the lefty on deck, though.
What did we ask? Scoring position. He just smiled and said, "Yeah, well, here we go. First at bat."
And this is why you move him around in the first couple games of this series. He moved up in the order in Game 2 first. There's that nasty slider. It's 1-2.
They can't see the deception, but Carlos Correa. You don't see Carlos Correa take a swing like that.
And you know if.
A 1-2. He could not catch up with the fastball. Scoring position. Well, the fans are dealing with the sunlight and change in Pena to start off this top of the second inning.
No.
That one's off the bat. It's foul, and it's 0-2. 5 years of age. Pena, very solid numbers overall. 0-2. 1-2.
And the book on.
Stays with that high fastball.
Pitcher, you know, you give up a couple of hits to him, it may give it up the middle.
Here's the one down too, almost more up to down. Is there something with his grip? Is there something with
Maldonado, one of the best sacrifice bunters in baseball, drops a. We haven't really talked about this a lot prior to the last couple of years, right?
Hitter is going to break traditionally 8-9 inches horizontally, right? A sweeper that.
But pulls it foul.
It's a big breaking pitch, and it's going to be towards the bottom left of the ball. That means it's going down. This seam has to be pointed, and hitters don't see that. You know, you might have seen some scribble on there.
Grounds it to third. Good backhand play by Lewis. Man in scoring position, left on base to the bottom of the second. Astros with 4 in the first. Now the Twins coming to bat in the very sharp first inning despite having some traffic. He threw 21 pitches in
2 innings, 3, 4, 5. He doesn't go deep, really deep into games. But to let him get into the 6th, 7th inning very often. Sure. He has a full bullpen, so if he gets 5 out of
0-2 on Kirilloff. He goes down swinging. Tell me and explain to people how the shadows are affecting the.
We took BP at this time. Yeah. So I saw, and Javier's a master at tunneling.
Here is Wallner taking a ball.
And one breaks and one stays straight. And Javier, with the shadows, you can't pick up which one is which. That's why I think you see him throwing everything comes out of the same spot.
Big cut from Wallner, the Minnesota.
His head, just like, man, can't see.
Yeah.
I know we're making a big deal out of it, but it is.
Houston early, a 3-run shot. Check swing from Wallner, he stays alive.
Strike zone right there to get ahead of the batters, and then he'll work to
try to get the rookie Wallner, who waves through the breaking ball and misses.
You can't see. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. But that is the
pitches. That's a very high rate.
I don't know if I got 12 swing and misses all year.
Brzezinski. Bunt, and the catcher Maldonado, he's got it. 33-year-old Sonny Gray deals to Yordan Alvarez and drops in. Part of a 4-run first. And their first hit.
Not crying, it just wasn't there.
See, that's a hit too.
That's a hit. Same spot but Yordan Alvarez officially his 4th hit of the series.
Times tried to throw a fastball in. Same ball.
Really tough. If you're coming in there, you want it really jammed in there right there. I know he left that over the plate a little bit more.
Man has been on base in all 3 innings for the Astros, who are top 5 in baseball.
Every breaking ball that Sonny Gray throws, these guys are not only are they foul.
Now the fastball on Tucker is outside, 2-1.
Yeah, I mean I think just off the plate away. Where you get Tucker to chase is a little bit under the zone.
A 3-1. Tucker bounces it right side to move Alvarez. Polanco's on the AL side. You see our whole schedule for the next 2 nights between.
What does Brady do? He's not swinging at it. The question is, can Sonny Gray execute enough feet?
This one he lives foul, 0-2.
And he can throw him that sweeper. Inches off the plate down the way, he can get it.
Try to jam him that time with the fastball.
That's thinking, okay, I threw a sweeper for a strike. What if he dotted that too?
0-2 pitch. Did he go? He did.
To the one middle in, but he never gets off of it down the way. It burned me earlier this year too, I think.
Here's Diaz. Fouled back and out of play. The rookie.
Just doesn't have to throw him a strike. He can elevate, sweep him away.
Diaz fouls one away.
On third base and less than 2. And just right there, Sonny made a mistake. That was probably
0-2. In the dirt, good stop by Jeffers.
No, you saw Jeffers with the stop right there. The ball gets by the catcher.
1-2. Another great diving stop. Jeffers has the far superior offensive prowess. And Diaz stays alive.
Mistake again. You have to make a perfect pitch all the time. Hitters miss mistakes, though.
Hitting's hard, isn't it? Right here.
Wow.
A little too much though. On the corner away, the hitter's not swinging at that, right? It's got to light up.
The 7th pitch to Diaz. Drops it in for called strike. As at third, still 4-0.
In a little bit, right?
No. No, it's still not great. Talk about here standing in the lights though. His arm when he lets the ball go is going down.
That's in there for a strike. Raleigh, North Carolina, the best season of his very young career. Javier, 26 years of what in baseball terms is basically a throwaway amount of money. 10,000. Julia checks his swing, no swing, and appearances were all relief outings. The last 3 counting to hitter thrown by these Astros.
Outside 3-1.
That's the ones like Christian Javier starting in Philly ruckus environment. And Dusty's like, yeah, we're good. It's a little adrenaline, just say.
That's a great eye by Julia.
Earlier you had the opportunity. They had 2nd and 3rd. They'd love to get a couple of runs pushed across here and swing that momentum back their way.
Need a clutch hit. Derek Jeter. Hang in there.
Blooded nature. Things are heating up now. Here comes Polanco with 2 aboard. Polanco takes that slider for a strike.
And sometimes it's a breaking.
0-1.
That's it, please.
2 strikes. He hit him with 2 strikes. Well, that sets up this whole inning. If the Twins go out and score the order, coming up with all the traffic.
It's inside.
Now it's 2-1.
And said, hey, he's not throwing a whole lot of strikes. Don't let him get you out.
Oh, Polanco, half swing and miss.
He's like 2-1. He hit a guy, walked a guy. He's got to throw me a heater, and he's still
2-2. There's the fastball, and he could not catch up.
If he does it, he can't do anything with it but pop it up. But look where this is, right at the top of the zone. And after
base. And there's a breaking ball strike. That curveball just
did it to Polanco after the mound meeting. And this is a big at bat in this game.
Now a fastball. So this sequence.
Biggest pitches when there's more traffic out there. I mean, earlier with 2nd.
Perez has to shield his eyes from the sun, and he's
fastball down the middle. It looked like it almost knocked the bat out of his hands to me.
Again, strike breaking ball, slow him down, and then boom, I'm going to finish him hitter's timing.
Lewis, Perez tracking it, trying to get there. He's got it. We're through the first 3.
The conditions, but these are the conditions that we're dealing with, and the Astros found a way to score some runs. He competes so well. I mean, he always finds a way to get through inning.
Postseason plate appearances in his career, and there is he's hit as he loops it over Correa.
Again, they're sitting breaking ball. I'm telling you, they're sitting breaking ball because they are good Sonny Gray breaking balls. Dubon swung at both of them. At least, I think all 4 of them were on sweepers. And then he throws fastballs and they're late, though.
Yeah. Yeah, it has to be able to be adjusted on the fly. And I think he did.
Yeah.
Here's how these teams combat over and over again until they got it.
Ball's inside.
They may come into a game. The guys with hoppy fastballs, you saw them get on top of Verlander's heater the other day. I guarantee.
2-1 on Pena. Go out. It's Kepler coming in.
The spins perfectly because all the technology now, it shows you the axis it's been. The technology that we took BP at this time. In the baseball game we do.
There's a 3-1 spot. And
he's one of those guys to back up Ryan tomorrow. So they may use their pin liberally, but all day though with that last pitch to Jose Altuve. It might be tightening it up.
Yep. Dubon goes. Altuve reaches out and pokes it.
Field that's wide open over here. Jose Altuve will use that if he gets it. So it's a tough.
Presented by Booking.com. Christian Javier with 3 shutout frames so far after the Astros 4th. And it's bounced one to his counterpart, Jeremy Pena, the man who replaced.
Which one do you look for?
There's Kirilloff.
Outside.
78, missed both of them.
Right side this time. Altuve is there. To Maurice for Minnesota this season. 25 during Wallner's senior year at Forest Lake area. So he ends up going down to southern Mississippi. Hits Minnesota Twins. How lucky is that? Your hometown team. Show rookie year. He's ahead of the count. 2-ball.
About playing here, he got a little cold sometimes.
In Minnesota? Get out of here.
The stadium, it looked like it was just surrounded by snow. I thought that was.
Struck out 7 Twins through 4 shutout innings. His playoff prowess continued.
Of Jose Abreu, how important was that swing?
Well, that was very important. And, you know, the fact is you got to get your breaking ball over against these guys so they can hit that fastball.
Christian Javier so far. Deep to left field, ranging back is Wallner at the 5-0 lead in the 5th on Sonny Gray. 2 homers allowed by.
And Sonny's missed up with that a little bit today, but that's another sweeper, just another.
To stick to it.
There's Alvarez fouling it away. And Alvarez strokes one for a 3rd time, and this guy is inevitable right now.
Not throwing a whole lot of strikes. That's just a hanger. You know, Sonny wants that one.
Here is Tucker. He'll take a strike down to Tom Verducci with Alex Bregman.
It's a square one up.
How about the lighting conditions? Are they improving as the game goes on?
We've got 2 stud pitchers going at it. So
He gets one in the playoffs here. Tucker will take one just outside 2-1.
He said, man, I'm not telling you what I'm looking for.
What's the Astros offense that has been described by managers and a very common word used to describe.
Here's how these teams combat. They are, and there's
3-1 on Tucker. Gray, 2-1 on Pena. You can hear that this season for the Minnesota Twins, but you can tell he's frustrated. Having given it to Bulldog. Crowd will give him an ovation as he exits. Just 4+ innings thrown by the 33-year-old veteran, and Emilio Pagan is on to face Jose Abreu, who had that huge. Facing the bottom of the order, got through with no damage.
The key for him, Wayno, is cutter. His cutter has become a weapon for him.
0-2. Lifted foul.
Leonidas chin thing going on. He's got the shirt undone.
What a key he was in Chicago for so many years. And this guy will.
He was the leader of that team. He was the guy that played every day for that team. He was
with 2 aboard.
He's also the guy that the opposing pitchers game beat you, right? So now he goes into a lineup full of other guys like that.
2-strike offering from Pagan to Abreu. Is fouled away again. Against Sonny Gray. Ties his shortest. It's hit under 100 against that pitch this year. These Astros able to.
Don't be surprised you see a breaking ball just off the plate or just under the plate.
Pagan's 0-2 again. And Abreu lays off 1-2.
Their slugging was 100. They hit 1.
Fastball is right side. Polanco call.
All on the best pitch slug in baseball.
I mean, to your point earlier, AJ, I think we're seeing that sweeper or sweep to it. We saw him throw a couple that were real bangers that had some credit.
0-1 to Diaz. On to Tom Verducci to put a cap on it.
Yeah, that was great.
There's Dubon. Angling in, and the rarest. rarest of rare sights. 2 homers off of Gray. We're halfway. Said, I want to be the #1 pick. Dansby Swanson, a very good player in his own right, was the
drafting for both of those teams.
No kid. There goes the runner, Jeffers. Is Dubon. He's at the.
Continues the same pattern against Polanco.
Lining one towards first and foul. Abreu. Close pitches, 1-1. A new
big league pitcher.
Get out of play, foul. Splitter. Bregman lifts this ball into center field. That'll get down for a base hit. Ball at that time. Kepler's going to fire to second to get.
The pitching coach.
Pete Mackey came out before that Alvarez at bat. They retire him. Tucker was one of their best, but he'll punch that on the ground to Polanco.
Was in the game with the lefty Kirilloff up, and we get pinch hit by a righty, Donovan Solano.
Effective against both. He lifts one. Tucker, he's got it. There's out number.
Hitter Correa gets a hit. Now the Twins have a chance to get back in this game.
Castro fouls the first pitch. The 1-1. Hard hit. Gonna get the go sign for Correa. He will. He'll take a strike.
Scores before he knows.
Jeffers takes one low.
And it happens up, you're going, what the heck? And it's because you have to get them going sooner, because now you can't sit.
Jeffers on the ground is short. What a play by Pena. Flip to Altuve. That looked like the play Trey Turner made a couple of nights ago. That was excellent. And start up an inning-ending double play. Kenta Maeda deals to Jose Abreu. On Sonny Gray, they tacked on runs in the 5th and 6th. And the Twins finally got on the 1 out with the top of the order coming up for Minnesota. Instead, that play.
Wayno, what's your thoughts here on Maeda? How long will he be in this game? I'm thinking making a move, but Kenta Maeda, give me everything you got.
Yeah, I'm ready this inning. But 6-1, they're down 5. It's the 7th. Tomorrow is.
Well, he's the first pitcher to retire a Houston leadoff man today. It's a playoff record. Guerrero in his first playoff start. But it's a ground ball to Lewis. Back to that double play.
Anticipation, ready to go. The best.
Do this all the time. I mean, it
changes the crowd. The crowd will be into tomorrow. Changes the Twins possibly pitches a rally, but the impact on a series of play like.
Maeda gets a 1-2-3 inning. Don't overlook that. In Minneapolis for Game-3, and Brian Abreu deals to Eddie Julian to lead the game like this with Houston leading by 5 runs. But top of the order, Julian. There goes the run. Swings and misses.
What you said is the key. Top of the season in a long time.
Strike 3. Got
the top out there. I know you're facing a tough pitcher, but this is really when you got to make it happen, right?
Yeah.
You don't want to wait till the night.
Strike 1. Outing in Game 1 of this series. Polanco to first. It's grabbed by Abreu. No relation between
the 2 longest active postseason scoreless streaks in Major League. 3rd scoreless postseason innings.
Just 3 hits for the Twins. Runners on in the 1st, 2 runners on in the 3rd. They loaded the bases in the 5th and could not. From Castro. 0-2. And it's fouled at the plate.
1-2.
He got a lefty to get that one lefty in a team's lineup. This for Houston yesterday's, or rather Game 2 starter. So you got to go.
Your setup guy, right? You want him to come in and have swing and miss stuff. That's about matchups with him. Just put him in the game and let him go.
Just missed off. Kepler waves and misses in a 1-2. Haley Ober got the opportunity in Game 1, 6 foot 2.5 years ago. Payne. Castro's there.
Interesting move by Rocco Baldelli to have Ober in here. Maeda was doing all right, but that gives Rocco Baldelli all his guys. All his 1-inning guys, Dax and Duran, will all be ready to back Joe Ryan.
Well, sometimes that can be really tough on the other lineup. So A good way to go about it. All those guys will have their spikes on tomorrow. They'll have them tighten the receivers and win a game. It's the
payoff pitch from over to Maldonado is hit a wall, and it's off the base of the fence. The much maligned Martin Maldonado for his offense, a lifetime.
And anything he brings offensively is a plus. And he's brought 2 big hits tonight.
I don't know if criticism is the right word, but Dusty has heard he's had better numbers than Maldonado. Out to left field, Wallner coming on, makes a great catch.
Great catch here by Wallner. Takes a hit away from Maldonado. He doesn't care what people say.
Nope.
Dusty does not care. He
pitching matchups, especially in the postseason. He got a lefty to get that one lefty in a team yesterday's, or rather Game 2 starter. So you got to go with the best right hand.
You want him to come in and have swing and miss stuff. Matchups with him. Just put him in the game and let him go.
Just missed on fastball. Kepler waves and misses in a 1-2-3. Ober, who started Game 1 for Minnesota, will deal to Jeremy Pena to start off this top of the through. In his postseason debut was a homer to Altuve to left.
He's already off to a better start.
Sure. 2.5 years ago. Castro's there.
Interesting move by Rocco Baldelli to have Ober in here. Maeda was doing all right. He's going to be unavailable, but that gives Rocco Baldelli all his guys. All his Will and Jax and Duran will all be ready to back Joe Ryan.
Well, sometimes that can be really tough on the other lineup. So go about it. All those guys will have their spikes on tomorrow. They'll have them tighten the first inning too. Relievers and win a game. It's the
payoff pitch from over to Mulder to the wall, and it's off the base of to keep it to his hitter of 169. Has 2 smoked hits. I don't know if criticism is the right word, but Dusty's down. He's had better numbers than Maldonado. To left field, Wallner coming on, makes a great catch.
Great catch here by Wallner. Takes a hit away. Leadership-wise, putting the right fingers down, getting guys through extra outs and extra innings.
Into this game back in the 3rd inning, 3-0 game, and he literally slowed the game down from behind the plate. Yadi Molina.
Yeah, he does a lot. Know how you need to act, and so here's what we're going to do. And he comes out there with such a soft
1-2 on Bregman. Hard hit down the line, foul.
I thought Tom was going to say me, but highest DRA for Adam Wainwright catcher is the guy sitting next to him.
Talk about that great start all the time. 1-2 pitches, called strike. Their middle of the order is coming up. Versus Caps t-shirts and more. Get on your favorite team at MLBshop.com. On to the bottom of the 8th we go. Phil Maton is on. And Royce Lewis swings through. He struck out. Here he hits one hard, but right to Pena. And there's
these fans are still chanting. They're still all here. This place is still packed to the gills.
Continuously keep the faith for this team. Inside on Correa 1-0. The pitch clock has made it even faster for these comebacks to kind of was among the top 5 in that category.
The pitch clock has made up off and slow it down.
Center field, Dubon racing over. He gets there for us.
I do think
back to that double play. Anticipation.
I do think the pitcher should have the opportunity.
The Twins possibly pitched around.
1-2-3 strikeouts. Game 3. A 6-1 lead for the Astros, and Yordan Alvarez, who had a symmetrical moment today. Right field, pretty well struck. Back to the.
Don't pitch to him. I don't care what the situation.
For the 2 guys directly, but you played with Barry Bonds, and this is oh no, it happened.
Oh, I covered it up.
Can we show that Gritty plate appearances?
So yeah, you saw a lot of action in the postseason.
I think that said 5 points.
Really is. It's an honor to watch him hitting it. The way he builds at bats, anything. They tried to go in, they missed location. Be too high, but as soon as the right fielder
gets that leg up, and you're kind of like you go to throw it to the home, and you're like, he's locked in.
One postseason hero last year, Cuban defector. Since then, he has been as good of a hitter.
Trade. Look. Oh boy.
Another one, and this one to the upper deck.
AJ, you got to smack one. Oh, touched.
Like I said, oh boy.
Hurt, you know. too, because you cannot tell me that's only 70 feet past that 3.
The middle of that order pretty well.
They'll have him tight in the first inning too.
Fastball sliders is weapon, you know. He's going to attack, especially a lot of these right.
In the ninth, last chance for the Twins. There's Matt Wallner leading it off. I think the big thing too, and you guys have both pointed it out multiple.
He's that guy that's terrible that we need in the league.
Julian, strike one.
I've been saying it. Until someone knocks out the champ, they're going to be the champ.
Ryu, his first career multi-home run postseason Game-9 to win the final.
Can't wait.
2-1 series lead. The Astros in front. Game 4 tomorrow on FS.